hitting you? No. So if you come towards me, block my hand. You're coming at me.
Hey everyone, let us know if you can hear us okay in the chats. We're using our normal traditional mics today, so hopefully the sound is not super crazy for you all. Sorry we're running a little bit late. For whatever reason, my laptop just started going crazy and would not allow us to go live. So let us know if you can hear us okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pass this off to Sifu. Just a friendly reminder, we'll be taking questions at the end of this on what we're sharing here with you with this live class. This is Sifu's live class that he does on Saturdays here local here in South Jersey. And he's so graciously allowing us to film them for you guys to give you a little bit extra inside peek of what we do here at Enter Shaolin and what he teaches his students. And so if you have any questions about what we're specifically teaching today, make sure to put that in the chat below. Also, family, just a friendly reminder, we will be going live tomorrow with our traditional Kung Fu Q&A at 7 p.m. So if you have any other questions that do not relate to this content, fam, make sure that you save those questions for tomorrow night when we are live with you again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry for the delay, family. All right, I'm going to go ahead and follow Sifu around with this camera and share with you guys the inside peek. All right, talk to you soon. Make sure you strike the like, fam. Love y'all. See you in a little bit. Could you say hi and let us know what we're learning?
Hey, everybody. We're working on structure control today. Learning how to move small, not move big. Learning how to maintain control in motion, not break it. That's where the often mistake occurs. So if he's coming at me, we can't drop hands. This is where if he puts pressure, he can still come in. It's make it longer. He does it again, see? And then I can come in for the hit. So this technique they're doing, you learn how to keep the structure and keep the power to come forward. That's what we're practicing today. So it's learning how to maintain structure, maintain control. Now, structure doesn't matter in terms of what angle you are. In other words, grab me and punch me. Doesn't matter whether it's this far or this far. It's about me maintaining the control where I am. So I don't have to be 15 degrees, 13 degrees, 5 inches out, whatever. It doesn't matter where you are. It's matter how you are. Okay? So our goal is to learn how to strike without breaking structure. Because keep pushing my face. I broke structure. To push from my face, like, see? He moves because I maintain control. So you have to learn how to create structure while creating the power to hit, and then learn how to hit from that without breaking structure. If he keeps feeding the energy and I go like, you see, I drop structure. If he keeps pushing, he'll break it. Keep push harder. And I won't break. So to do this, you have to have your base, which is your elbow. You have to have the drive and the control for the wrist. So the interception doesn't matter where, it matters how. So I can be here, I can be here, I can be here. So punching me, see, and it works. Punch me, and it works. So it doesn't matter how I punch. So it's just a matter of learning how to intercept the point. You're not going after the motion, you're going always into the point. The point is where you make the contact. So the base has to exist and the wrist has to exist in order to feed the point. So if you break the base, he'll break through. If you drop your hands, you break your control, you break the point. It's like a bite. You have to have the bottom jaw, top jaw to create the pressure on the point which you're biting into. So this is my bottom jaw, this is my top jaw. Together, the two, come in harder. Come in harder. So once you learn to do this, you can learn to move your body in, create the hit, and create the hit from that. So I'm not defending, I'm attacking or counterattacking. So when he does, I hit the point. I don't go after the point. That's not hitting him. That's trying to get his pressure off you. You have to put pressure into the person. Punch. I put pressure into him. I do it through the base, and I do it through the torque. Those are the two things that you have to have. So when a guy's punching hard, just hit in, and then you're right in. Okay. Often people can do this, and they do, and then when they punch, this loses structure. So the training is to teach you how to maintain structural integrity while making the attack. So as I punch him, so ready? And punch. See, he dropped the hand. So now the person can break through if he had to follow through. Does that feel like you have structure? So goal is push the elbow, pop the arm, and go in. Right. Remember, you're attacking me. You're not defending. If you defend, you're just going to hold and let him put the pressure on you. You have to attack him. You put the pressure, right? People who win the fight are always the one that's attacking. So attack back. So I punch you, just dropped it, didn't you?
Yes.
So there's pressure going on, you'll lose. So rotate, right, oh, that hurts a little bit. So that's good. So you guys practice both sides or no? No. Try it, and as you get better, add more pressure on your opponent. Add more, push in harder, go after him. And let's see if you'll collapse or let's see if you control. All right, so if I'm punching you like this, go ahead, take me. Do you have it? Do you have it, or you feel like you're dropping it? So you're not hitting and staying there. You're letting it go somewhere. Your base is dropping in this case. You went up and you let it drop. You didn't stay. See, I look like I kept the energy there? When I do this, when I do this, it stays here. I do this. Does it look like I kept the energy or look like I dropped the energy? If I do this, does it look like I, right. So the person's throwing a punch in your face, see?
Yep.
Now, what do you think you did wrong there?
Dropping it.
No. If you dropped, your hand would have went down. What happened to your body? So what does that tell you? Right. You weren't two-side fighter, you became a one-side fighter. You didn't put your base out. See? See?
Yep.
So if a guy drove through, he would punch you. You didn't go outside with your elbow. You started going inside with your elbow. Stay outside. That's it. See the difference?
Yes.
Now you dropped your hand, didn't
I
you?
did.
So you didn't maintain control. You dropped control. You have to keep. So right. There you go. See it? So if a guy's coming to punch you in the face, you feel the fighting?
Yep.
Like I said, you have to go up and rotate however you want while you're punching me so you can take the energy off you so you can come in. So you're not holding. See, right now you're dropping. Give me a hook punch. The goal is, see, I turned it, didn't I?
Yes.
You can't just go like this and just go and then just let it drop. The guy's going to kill you. You got to go up and rotate your wrist one way. Whether it's a woo, whether it's a bill sow, whether it's a ton sow, I don't care what it is, as long as you turn right. Like punch me. I can do like go to woo. Feel the pop?
Yes.
See the wrist turn? Punch me. See, I turn the wrist on a ton sow type. Punch me. Notice how I turn my wrist somehow. But I never turned away. I always turn in. Right. So make sure you have your base. Now turn right. There you go. I don't care how it is. You can do it into a woo. You can turn your wrist and turn a woo. That's fine. I don't care. Just turn right. So the guy's punching in the face.
Woo.
So you dropped it, didn't you?
Yes.
You dropped your thumb.
Yes.
So hard pressure will break through. So fighting. Are you popping me? Right. You're pushing me. You're trying to get my hands out. It's always to get your hands in. So when you feel the fighting, it's because you're going against his force. You're not going into his force. He'll punch me. So you're trying to push me. Am I going into you or trying to get you off me? Do it again. Push me. What do you feel now?
It's into me.
Into you. So when a guy's throwing a hard punch, see how you feel you take? Now, how much of a movement did it make?
Very small.
Bigger movements are bad movements. Smaller movements are better movements. You should look like, if you blink, like what the heck happened? Like I didn't see what happened. That's how small you have to be in terms of the movement. Guys punching you, you have half a second to deal with it. Your movement should be less than half a second. This is not half a second move. This is. How much did I turn to get the strike in there? Very little, right? So you have to get within half a second time frame. Nobody's gonna leave their hands out there for you. So you have to do it like, give me a hook punch. Like, see? It's within that, boom, boom. You have to learn how to get it in within half a second. Right. But you have to keep control, right? You have the control there. But I'm saying you have to learn to keep control because if you break that movement, he comes in, you're dead. You have to dissipate the pressure. Right. Right. I don't feel anything dropping. I don't feel you fighting me. So right there. See that? Feel that?
Yeah.
That was a drop there.
Yeah.
You didn't use your wrist. Once you fail your wrist, guess what you're going to use? Your shoulders. So if you don't continue to feed your wrist, I tell my students all the time, no life in hand, no can stand. So if you let your wrist die, your arm's going to naturally take over. You got to use your wrist to control that pressure. So if I'm like this, right. So the guy's coming with a hard punch. He's like, you now, where's your, yes.
Yep.
Don't throw it, receive it.
Yes.
You need it.
Right. You get to the inside, you put yourself at risk. Right. Good. Let's try this side too. So if I throw a hook punch at you. See? Now he let his energy drop to the elbow. He didn't keep the energy in the hand, which is why it collapses. Which means if you drop the elbow on purpose, if he rolls over, he cannot turn the energy. If he keeps the energy in hand, I roll over, counter. So he can always control that. But if the energy drops, there's no life in the hand. Hands can't steal the energy. As long as you can feed it to the wrist, He can turn the energy. If I was like this, he could turn the energy. Push me any way you want. And then I can take him any time. People don't use the wrist. They tend to use their shoulder and arm, which is why they can't control. They have to force. I want you to learn to use your, say you dropped your wrist, didn't you?
Yes.
So you got to keep the energy in your hands. Right. There you go. Feel the difference?
Yes.
You have to keep the energy in your hands. Like a snake, a power comes from the body and it feeds it to the neck, and then the neck controls it. That's exactly what you want to be. Snake, punch me. Snake, push into me. Feed the energy. And see how it go into you? So if I do this and I feed the energy, did you go to your hand or did you go after my arm?
What's the hand?
Which is, no, you went after my arm.
Oh, okay.
Right there. I pulled you.
I thought I had drawn.
No. You went this way. So
Okay.
push it a little
That's
bit.
an extension.
I went like
I'm
this.
extending.
Now, if you dropped your arm, you would have felt it go this way, but you felt yourself go this way, which means you're extending. So, is that inside or outside? Can't be a one-side fighter. You have to be a two-side fighter. You're a one-side fighter, you'll lose. Be an outside fighter. And right, that's much better. Do dropping a little bit in the end.
Okay.
So don't drop.
Oh,
You did not go to me. Again, you're defensive.
yeah.
Punch me slowly. Do I look like I want to go into you or after, or away from you?
Winging out.
Don't get his hands out.
Get your hands in.
So why do I want to see you coming in? So get your hands in. Don't get his hands out. So it's defensive. They counteroffensive. I come to punch you, punch me right back. Like, give me a punch. How much should I move?
Very small.
Punch me again. Do I look like I'm moving small or big there?
Big.
Do I look like I could be successful with that? Punch me again. Punch me again. How about now? How about now? Everything is within frame. Can't break frame. You break frame, you break control. Can't break that. Stay in your frame. I'm here, go like this. Stay in frame. Right. Stay in frame. So now, put your elbow outside. That's inside.
Mm.
Right. See how you see the difference?
Yeah.
If I'm here.
Mm.
So go ahead. Now, are you going to your wrist or are you going to my arms right now?
Your arms.
There you go. Feel the difference?
Yes.
You're going after the guy. You have to go into the guy. You can't go against him. Otherwise, you're muscling. You have to learn to control him. Control him is always through the wrist, not through the arms. Arms is the means of control, but the mechanical control lies in the wrist. The wrist uses the arm to control, but it has to be the wrist that turns that arm. You're trying to use your arm alone without the wrist. And so therefore, you will use your shoulders. So you can't do that. You dropped your hand. So see how you dropped your hand? I can feel you rolling your wrist.
That's still a thumb coming.
Yeah, that's a jump. You're jumping. You're dropping of the thumb. That's what we call jumping. Okay, when you drop your thumb, it's called jumping. So, right. Where's that?
Thumb again. It's going to my thumb.
Yeah. You're supposed to go to the top two knuckles. You're confusing this with this. Or I should say this with this. You have to turn it here, not here. Unless you want to strike me with your thumb, then, you know, like you can do that, like you can jab me in the eye with your thumb. That's fine. But that's not where you're going. You're going towards the bottom, the mid knuckle, and you're dropping to the floor. If you want to hit me, I'm here. I'm not here.
Mhm.
So you have to know how to steer that energy to the target. So, see?
Yep.
You don't have control. Break it easy. Right. Now see if right there. See it just dropped. Right there, you dropped it. This part was good. This part was not. When you were punching, your hand dropped. When you punch, you have to keep the structure. So when I add pressure, shouldn't break you. Pressure should be converted, not challenged. Punch me. So put pressure on me. Do I feel like I fought you or just turn the energy?
Turned it and took my.
Whatever pressure comes at me, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to turn your energy. See how you moved? And again, how much does it take?
Very little.
Doesn't take much at all. It takes much control, not much force. What you lack in finesse, you'll make up in force. You gotta be finesse. And finesse lies in the wrist and the wrist alone. So when I punch you, right. See right there, you just dropped your thumb.
I did. I know.
You feel it?
Yeah.
Punch me. Here's what you did. This is good. Then you want, this is what you want. You see, I turned in, you feel the forward energy
Yeah.
with the control to make the intent to hit. So you can't. Right. So when a guy's throwing a hard punch me. You see how I just went right in? I'm moving in. I'm not moving you out. Now, don't move me out. What's happened there? Why'd you move this way? You became a one-sided fighter. You have to be two-sided fighter. You're a one-sided fighter. You'll lose. You lose every time you do a one-sided fighting. There you go. That's better. That I can feel. See my arm? See how it's like different color? When you do it right, it starts to hit into them. Do it wrong, it just hits next to them. Your goal is never to go next to them. It's always to go into them. So, oh. Hey, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Just write it up. No, like I'm saying, if you have any questions, write it up. We'll try to address it after class. So when I throw a punch, so what happened there?
Side again?
Now, what did you feel happen?
That was on the inside, you were able to take it out.
Right, you feel your arm dropping, right?
Yeah,
And you feel it moving over to your center. What's that telling you?
I didn't go to the outside.
All right, you became a one-side fighter. So you're not right. There you go. I don't feel any energy change. You don't want to feel like you're dropping, pushing, pulling. You have to feel like you're right into me. You're right there. You never want to feel like right. Do you guys have that?
He's gonna do the other side. Ready? Come on. Should we
Okay.
do the
Yeah. If you haven't done the other side, do the other side. Lyra, can you help them? Okay. So let's work on another technique. Okay. So I want you to grab my hands. Okay. Hold me as tight as you can, possibly as hard as you can possibly hold. So we're gonna learn how to get that base out. I think we did this before. Like,
Yep.
so if I do this to you, any guys who grab your hands want to hold it, go ahead, take control. Go ahead. Nope. Do you feel like you're going to your palm or you're going to mine? There you go.
What's going on?
Huh?
Right at the end.
Yeah, that was right.
Yeah. I
Okay.
ran into you right in
If you
the
can feel pressure build, it means you didn't go to your palm. It means you went to mine. You should never allow pressure to build. Feel that?
Yeah.
You feel that?
Yep.
That's not your palm. That's your palm.
Yeah.
Okay. You think you're going to your palm, but you're confusing yours with mine. This is my palm. That's yours. Feel the pressure build?
Yep.
Pressure builds means
You're fighting it.
like operation. You won't touch the edge. That's the edge. That's not your palm. Right now, you're going here. Right now, can you feel the pressure build? Go slow. That's right. Grab me as tight as you can possibly grab me. Watch. Hold me tight. Can you grab me any tighter? If I do this, do you see how you feel stronger? Did I go to my palm or yours?
Mine.
Hold me tight. So if I do this, don't let me do it if you can. Don't let me do it if you can. Did you feel like you can hold me?
No,
Did the pressure feel like it was greater or the same?
it was the same. It was a,
So when a guy's grabbing you, you can't be feeding into his grip. You can't be feeding into his arm. He'll engage. Hold me tight. Do you feel like you can? No, because I'm not attacking your arm. What am I attacking?
you are attacking
What am I attacking
We're on
on you?
my wrist.
Right, your wrist. I don't attack your arm. There's too much muscles. You got extensor, flexor muscle. You got your biceps. You got your triceps. You got your shoulders. You got your delts. You got all this to negate me. I only want to attack this. That's why it has nothing. So you want to learn to turn the energy, not push. So you're pushing. You attack always on a torque, not a line. Right. See how you don't feel anything build?
Yeah.
The reason why it builds is because you're like, if I do this, see if you feel the pressure build. You go to your palm. Feel the pressure build? That's it. If you feel pressure build, you did not drive to your palm. You drove to the point. Drive the point, you engage his arm. That's why if you feel he engages, you did not do it, right? No matter how strong, grab me really, really hard. Like really, really hard. If I go like this, see how you're engaging?
Yes.
Hold. See how you feel the difference? Did I attack your arm or did I attack the wrist?
Wrist.
So if I do like this, if you feel pressure build, right now, see, I feel the pressure build here. That's it. So you think you're going to your wrist. That's your wrist. Right now, right, that's good. Right now, before, you were going right here. So instead of going like this, you went like that.
Yeah.
Common. People, basically, when they feel the pressure, they attack at the pressure. When a guy has twice your strength, how are you going to beat him? So you can't beat him where he is. You got to take him where he's not. Take him where, right. Take him where his wrist is, not where his arms is. He's too much muscles, too much power. Attack the wrist alone. Now, watch, add all the strength you can. What I'm doing is when I turn the wrist, I negate your power. Without the wrist, you cannot gain power in your arms. So keep your elbow straight. Don't let me bend your elbow. As long as your wrist is engaged, but let me have your wrist. Now, keep your elbow straight. Keep your elbow straight. Can you? If I told you grab me, keep your elbow straight. I check push, of course I can, but when I bend your arms, can you control that wrist or no? Can you add power to the arm and go into me? How about now? Why?
You did it. You're fighting my wrist.
Right. I didn't go and turn your wrist. I attacked the arm. You can't attack someone's arm. Are you kidding? Unless you're way, way stronger than him, you're never going to beat him. So attack his wrist instead. See, that's why I can win. So if I do this, see, you're attacking my grip, aren't you? So that means you're attacking my arm. See, feel the pressure build. The pressure builds. You did not go to your palm. Remember, a good sign is whenever you do it right is what?
Shoulder.
Shoulders always rises. No matter what, don't raise your shoulders. If I do this, see how your shoulders don't go up? See how your shoulders go up? That means I'm returning your energy by turning your energy. I'm not pushing your energy. So you got to return my energy by turning my energy, not pushing. See, you feel the push? You're engaging. You're here. You're not here. There you go. See the difference? Very small, but very effective. You don't need to go big. Just need to go right.
Any of that area.
See, feel it?
You have your hands out.
Feel it? Feel it?
Yep.
It's building. If it's building, it's fighting. Right. No matter how strong a guy is, you're not attacking his arm. You're attacking the wrist. And the good news is when people get bigger and bigger and bigger, muscles grow. But do joints grow? No, they don't grow. That's why it doesn't matter how big his arms or chest is because you're not attacking that. What are you attacking? The wrist. So no matter how big a guy gets, his wrist doesn't grow. Unless he's a young kid grown to a man. If he's a full-grown adult, the wrist doesn't grow no matter how much curling he does, no matter how much benching he does. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how big it is because you're not attacking it. You attack only this. You attack this. Yeah, I'm attacking your chest now. I'm attacking your bicep, tricep. I'm attacking your forearm extension muscle. If I do this, I'm attacking. And here you can push back, right? You can use your bicep. I go, yes, you can extend. So I'm not controlling you. I'm trying to overpower. See how you engage?
Yep.
Engage.
Can't.
I attack your arm, attack your wrist.
My wrist.
So don't attack my arm. See how you feel the pressure build? You went after my grip. That's it. That's it.
Yep.
Yes. If you do it right, he cannot hold on. It's impossible. Unless he counter grips you. But that's not strength, that's skill. So I can counter you. But that's,
So
again.
was I doing something wrong there? When
You did. You kind of did. I felt you muscling me, so I just turned your energy. So I felt you go this way, like muscle me. So I can turn you now. See, I can turn you.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to muscle you right now, so you can't do the technique if you muscle me. Feel the pressure build?
Yeah.
If it builds, it means you're attacking me. No, you're not attacking the wrist, you're attacking the arm. Nobody should be able to get stronger grip unless you feed it. Grip me tight. Tighter. Can you grab any tighter than that? Good. Any tighter than that?
That's it.
That's not, are you sure?
That's it.
You can't grab any
I'm
stronger.
out soon. That's my grip.
So how did your grip get stronger there?
You fed into it.
Right. That's how you get stronger. If I do this, grip tighter. Now, give him the strongest grip you got. Can you make your grip tighter? No, because I won't feed it. You can't use it. Don't feed the grip because you'll feed his arm. Right. Right.
If you don't know anything at all, and you just go like this in front of someone.
So you feel the pressure build? Feel the pressure build? No. You are right now trying to bring your hand to your elbow. Never bring your hands to your elbow.
Bring your elbow to your hand.
Right.
So I'm doing a curl.
Yeah, you're curling. You got to be Mo or Larry. You can't be curling. Or Joe, but you can't be curling. So you're subconsciously going and you're trying to, and so grab me tight. So that's why you feel the pressure build. I put the pressure into you. I don't let you put the pressure into me.
Because elbow goes to the wrist.
Right. That's your 3-proof. Okay. So let's do one more. So John and Sam, we're going to do another technique.
So you don't stop.
Hold on.
Those-
You're feeding me.
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
Keep going.
I'm just going to teach a technique. Can't you just hold it? Go ahead. Yeah, go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, we're going to work on learn how to control people. Okay.
Okay.
So grab me as tight as you can possibly grip me.
Your opponent.
So grip me as tight as you can possibly grip me. Now, if I go like this,
Yeah, I can.
can you engage and fight me?
I haven't done that.
Do it again. Ready?
Yeah.
Hold me. No, I said, hold me. Hold me, Sam.
I got you.
Do not let
You're
go.
not-
Okay? So the goal in this technique is never attack the guy's strength.
Okay.
It's learn to control his wrist.
Okay.
Why I'm beating you is because I'm not feeding your arm. Engage, engage. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Can you
yeah.
engage that?
I can.
Watch. Instead of attacking the guy's hands
Yeah.
and his arms,
Yeah.
I rotate and turn the wrist.
Okay.
Were you able to engage your arm?
No.
So if I grab you like this,
Yeah.
you're gonna drive to your palm
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're gonna bring your elbow to your wrist as you raise your palm to the sky. No. Feel my pressure get stronger?
Yeah.
You didn't go to your palm.
I went to
You
your
went to my hand.
Okay.
See, you feel that pressure?
Yeah.
Now, what the mistake you're doing is you're bringing your hand to your elbow. Don't bring your hand to the elbow. Bring the elbow to the hand.
No, you're going like
There you go.
Okay.
Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Again, if I hold you tight. No, no, feel the grip get stronger.
So I'm going this way.
So you're going this way. Pay attention to where the pressure increases. Where the pressure is increasing, that's where you're going.
Okay.
So if I grip you really tight,
Okay.
feel the pressure increase? Did you go to your palm or did you go to my hand?
I'm going to your hand.
You went to my fingertips.
'Cause I'm going
So
like
look,
this.
look, here's where your palm is, right?
Okay.
So why are you moving this way?
Okay.
You should be moving this way. Yes.
Okay.
You understand? You are not learning to drive to your wrist. You're driving to my hand.
Okay.
Drive to your palm, not mine. See, remember the game Operations?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If you touch the edge,
Mhm.
So if I'm gripping you and you feel pressure increase,
So I'm going versus this way.
yeah, feel the pressure,
Yeah.
pressure increase?
Yeah.
Increased pressure means you went to the edge. Ah, there you go. Can you
Okay.
feel the difference?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You cannot be going to the edge of his grip. So your grip is your thumb, your palm, your fingers.
Right.
Right now, if I do this, am I going to my palm
Pushing
or
it back.
your hand?
Yeah. You're pushing into me.
If I do this,
Pulling away.
You ever lift?
Okay.
do you feel the grip get stronger?
No. No.
Could be stronger if you can.
Well, yeah. There I can grab.
Right. How about now?
No.
No, get stronger. Hold stronger. Do you feel like you can get stronger or you feel
No.
like it has no power?
No.
Because right now, I'm going to my palm, then I'm turning your wrist. When you do this and you go like this, you are feeding the hand. You
Okay.
can't feed the hand. You understand? So if I go like this,
If something hurts and you keep going past.
feel the pressure get greater? I mean, you're fighting me.
Discipline.
Yes,
Focus.
that was right.
Yeah. It takes a lot of focus to get it just.
Well, you got to get your muscle memory down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go. Oh, that's
Yes, this side too.
Flashback, did you go?
Feel the pressure increase?
Yep.
Increase the pressure means you fought me. Where's your palm? Where's your palm?
Right here.
So why are you going here?
Okay.
Your palm is here. So I should feel you go this way. Right now, I feel you go
Okay.
this way. Go here. Focus here to my hand. Do you feel pressure increase?
Yeah, no. No.
No, because you went to your palm. You didn't go to mine.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
went to yours. So now keep pushing your elbow towards your hand. In the end, you can't just hold your hand up.
Okay. Okay.
You got to keep feeding the energy. So when I do this, don't do this.
Okay. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
No.
Right. Because why? Because in reality, what am I doing with it?
Yeah. Coming in.
I'm going to use it to hit you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So the only way I can do that is I got to feed the hand, the energy.
No, watch, pushing it like.
See, mistake. No, no. You're pulling now.
Okay.
Don't ever bring your hands to your elbow. Always bring your elbow to your hands.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
You're pulling at
Yeah,
some
yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah.
So you're doing this is good, but then you're doing this. So I feel like I want to go forward or
Yeah, no, no, no,
backwards.
Yeah. You're pulling
Now watch if I bring my elbow to my hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Feel the difference in how I
Yeah,
turn my
yeah.
power? So
Well, I might. Watch.
push your elbow in more. Right.
Okay. This is the finish line. Okay.
Well, you got to keep doing that so one, you can break the grip
Okay.
so you can hit the face.
Okay.
Now, do you want to hit my face? So watch, when
No,
I do
don't
this,
wanna hit your face.
watch, when I do this,
Okay.
where do I want to go?
Okay.
I'm doing this so I can go forward so I can hit you in the, right.
Okay.
Your goal is to always create forward pressure, never backwards,
Okay.
never negative. Negative is bad.
The center of your chest is a line.
Now, right, you feel the difference?
Yeah.
So John, come here.
Want your fist, relax your arm.
So Chris, work with Sam. Okay, so I'll go over here. Here, you guys work there.
Doing the same thing we're just doing?
Yeah. So Chris, hold Sam. Chris is strong. So if you do it and you feel strength build, you did it wrong. Push your elbow where? Push it toward, there you go. Now don't bring your hand to your face. Bring your hand towards his fist. There, your fist towards his face, go. Stop muscling. No, if you feel pressure increase, are you going to your palm or are you going to my grip? Is that, no,
I'm going to my palm.
no, you're not. Grab me tight. If you feel, grab me tighter. No, give me a grip, I said. Am I going to my palm or am I going to yours?
Mine.
Hold me tight. Watch. Tell me if you can feel you can grip me tighter.
No.
So if I was over
Do I feel like I'm straining?
No.
A strain means you're muscling.
Okay.
so I'm always facing, and why do we face our opponent this way?
Did you go to me or yourself?
I'm
So did you go forward or backwards?
Oh, I'm going, okay, all right, I think I got this.
Did we do this last time
Yeah,
before?
but I did it, you helped me with this. You went, turn
No, drive your elbow forward.
forward.
Don't extend your
Can I
hands
go
without
down
the,
like that?
yeah, for now,
Okay.
yes, for practice.
Right, so turn,
And push forward with your elbow as you come up. I need to feel the elbow come in, not your hand come in.
Okay.
Your hand comes in only when you strike.
it's 3 that way.
Right. That's
it.
that's the way you want to learn to do it. Obviously, you don't want to drop your height.
Right,
You
so
have
I'm
to,
not gonna drop that low now. I'm just
No.
gonna drop a little.
but get the elbow to come in more. See right now, feel the fighting?
Okay, all right. So,
Right.
that was it.
You should never feel pressure increase.
Too easy.
When you do it right, it should never be a strain. Hold me tight.
Mhm.
Now tell me if you feel a strain. Ready? Yeah, use two hands. If I do this, do you feel a strain?
Kind of.
Do you feel me muscling you?
Yeah,
Do you feel me muscling you or do you feel me turning you?
turning,
Right?
turning.
We never attack in a line. We always attack in a,
Um,
How many
Arc.
times did Jen
Arc.
use that?
right? So when I do this and grab me,
Mhm.
am I going to line? Am I going to arc?
Arc,
Am I going to, no, I'm going to line.
line.
Watch.
Oh, yeah,
That's an arc.
that's an arc, okay.
You don't ever attack in a line because then the guy can oppose it. I go in a line, you can oppose it. I arc, you can't oppose it. You can only counter it with an arc back.
Gotcha.
So you can't attack in a line, otherwise the strength has value. Attack an arc, only skill has value.
From here.
Am I turning first?
You have to turn and drive at
And-
base all at the same time,
at
but
the
base
same
comes
time.
first. If you're going to break it down, base has to come first, then the drive, then comes the torque. Now, did you
Okay.
torque or did you extend?
I extended
Did you evade with your base or extend it with your hands?
my hand.
Are you supposed to extend with your hands?
No, my base.
When should you extend?
To hit.
Right, you didn't do that to hit, you hit the escape. Now, that was better.
Okay, okay.
As you get better, make it small so you don't have to drop so much. No. Feel the grip
Okay,
get
make it
stronger.
small, okay.
Do not, here's what happens, do the move. See, if you start using strength on me, I'm just gonna turn the energy out.
But
I won't
wasn't
muscle you.
strength.
Yes, you are. You're feeding to my fingers. That's why I turned you out.
Okay.
If you did it right, I won't be able to turn you out. See, for the grip to get stronger,
Mhm.
that means
So
I can.
now base, I got a base.
No, it's not because you base, because you pull towards my fingers. Grab me. No, this hand. Hold me tight and stop pushing me out. What you're doing is grip me tighter with your fingertips. Does that feel like I'm going forward or towards your
And you're
fingers?
struggling, we're struggling, we're fighting,
You're fighting me,
I'm fighting.
right? So when you're doing this, you have to pay attention to the pressure. Stop thinking about the move and feel the energy behind the move because you're not feeling the energy. It's like you're dancing by moving, but you're not moving to music. The music's like a 1, 2, 1, 2. You're just everywhere. You're not going according to the music. You're just moving. You have to move according to the energy. Dancing is according to the beat. Moving is according to the energy. Grab me tight. Am I learning how to pay attention to energy? I'm just trying to get my hands up at any
Try
cost.
to get your hands up.
Grab me. Do you feel how it's like that? Well, you get to work. So
Okay, so,
do not see how if pressure builds, it's no good. And
I
every
have
time
to do
pressure's
this?
right, every time pressure's building, you just decide to go harder.
so that seems so easy.
It is
if I
easy.
drop. Now, if I'm not dropping as much,
Well-
let's try not dropping as much, so.
Right. The thing is you can't drive to grip. That's the mistake you make. Everybody tends to drive to grip. They'll see how you're engaging. So I think I'm going to my wrist. I'm saying to go to my wrist, but in actuality, I'm driving to yours. Okay, I'm going to drive to my wrist.
And I
I'm
feel
on my
like,
wrist now.
so I
So-
grip,
So the guy can counter grip. He
Right,
can
right.
muscle you.
right.
Tell me if you can add that strength. Can you add that now? Can you add that? Feel the strength? Now watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Did
Oh, big difference,
I muscle you or did I control you?
big difference. Control.
Right. You're adding muscles behind technique. Common mistake people do. They think they have to go harder, they gotta go stronger to win. And you may win. I'm not saying you can't, especially when you're fighting someone who's weaker than you. Fight someone who's 3 times your strength, now you can see that doesn't have,
So it
doesn't have
shouldn't
that much
take
effect.
any strength at all.
It takes some strength in terms of structural integrity, not to overpower their strength. I need some strength to create structural integrity. In other words, if I had no structural integrity, I'll be like, there's no structural integrity. I have to have some form of structural integrity. Whatever I pick, watch. I can be heavy and I can be light. It depends on how much structural integrity. Watch. Hold me. So I can be tight. You see? You feel it's powerful, right? It feels strong. I can be lighter. So it depends on how I want to put my consistency of pressure. So, well, what happens if you add more pressure? I will convert it. I won't fight it. We do this, and if let's say I do this, right? And I go,
Can I do 2 hands?
yeah, yeah. Let's say I do this, and you add more pressure. Do I add more pressure, or should I go ahead, do it again? Ready? Ready? Did I turn the energy? Did I add more pressure when you add pressure, or did I convert the difference that you created?
Converted difference.
Right. I don't add more. I pick the pressure I want. I stick with the pressure I want. I convert the difference. People often feel more pressure, add more pressure. That's not converting energy. That's muscling. That's fighting energy. Our goal is never to add more pressure. So when I do like this, so even if I had 2 hands on you like this, do the technique.
Go past the bicep. Yeah, I went past the bicep. I went past
See how you feel the pressure build?
Mhm.
That means you did not go to your palm.
Going to my palm. I'm coming
See, no, did you base forward or did you pull backwards?
forward.
You are pulling it like you want to slap your face. Backwards is what?
Deathwards.
Right. So why are you going backwards? You're going to get killed. You're going like this and you're trying to bring it to your face.
I got it.
Never bring your hands to the
I
elbow.
got it.
Always what?
Don't
To the wrist.
Never bring the hands to the elbow. Always bring the elbow to the wrist.
Wrist.
You're bringing your hands to your elbow. That's why you fail.
I got it. No, I feel good.
Because he's holding-
Feel good. Look.
as soon as I make
Watch.
pressure,
I gotta close my eyes though.
Remember I told you that the light theory?
Feel the strain? Feel the straining? Are you going forward or backwards? You're going backwards. So at some point you're pulling.
I was close.
You were close, but close isn't good enough, except for horseshoes and hand
No
grenades.
cigar. All right. All right. So let me get serious.
Right.
I mean, I don't get, I guess.
As you get better, you don't fight me. You have to control me.
When were you ever gonna use that?
Grapplers.
There's no, like, he doesn't really.
Grapplers, you just ever see MMA? They go like this. They have the guy's hands. Yeah. Do you ever see in MMA? It happens all the time.
Okay. Yeah, they grab the wrist.
Right.
Right.
And this is
So
what they do.
grab the wrist.
This is what they
you
do.
would-
Instead, you can just do
right.
that.
Instead of that, yeah.
They don't know how to turn the
I
wrist.
asked that last time, but I did.
Yeah, grappling. Any type of hold we do, it's based on grappling. Anybody hold your hand? It's common. People hold people's hands. Somebody will like, come here, you're going with me. You see it all the time. When people want to grab, people get pulled into a van. They grab their arms on the shoulders, and people struggle like this. They can't escape because they're not controlling the point. They're just fighting and flailing. It's like somebody who goes in the water doesn't know how to swim. He's hitting water, but is he controlling it? No, he'll eventually drown, right?
Yes.
Person who knows how to swim controls the water. He hits the water and he makes it work according to him. If you grab my hand, let's say, and you're pulling me, and I'm doing this, am I really controlling you? Am I just trying to force anywhere? Do it again. No, use 2 hands. So am I really fighting you or am I controlling you?
You're controlling.
And that's what people lack the ability to control energy. They either try to overcome it or they try to get away from it. We don't want to try to overcome it because unless you're fighting someone weaker than you, but someone stronger than you, it doesn't work to your advantage. It works against you. Now, you want to learn how to use your skills because I don't care if you're stronger than me. I don't care if you're bigger, stronger, forceful. It doesn't matter. You can only overpower me if I
Strong fight.
resist you. Right, right. Fight,
Yeah.
resist, the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so I don't try to overpower you. I try to control you. I try to manipulate the energy behind what I feel, not try to overcome it because I won't win against someone stronger than me. So this is why, like, if I just go like this, hold my thumb, like just push me. If I go like this and push my size, you can win.
Mhm.
Do it again.
Do it again?
Yeah. No. Push me. Push me. See, if I just push with my thumb, you can overpower me. I'm not going to win. My thumb's not stronger than your whole
You're
hand.
not resisting.
Right. If I do
You're
this,
just-
it's hurting my
Right,
joints.
right.
What I do is I apply a certain pressure that I pick. So I don't care what it is. So here's my pressure that I have on you right now. Right?
Right.
Feel that pressure?
Right.
Can you increase the pressure? Go ahead.
Me.
Yeah, increase the pressure on my thumb. Increase the pressure on my thumb. Can you or can you not?
I can't,
Why?
because you're not resisting.
Right, because every time you add pressure, I convert the difference. I don't fight the difference, which is why I can do this and I don't have to fight you. Do you understand? This is really good because when someone is much bigger, stronger, you put more force. You're not going to be overwhelmed by him if you're converting him. You're going to be overwhelmed if you're fighting him,
Yes.
which is why I go like this. Push me backwards. If I do this, I push you. There's no way I'm going to win. My joints can't take that pressure. There's too much force on my finger joint.
Mhm.
But if I can control the energy rather than fight it, go push me. So every time you add pressure, I'm not fighting it at the time. Every time you add it, I convert it back to you. That's why you can't keep going forward. If you keep going forward, you feel it come back to you, right? Do it again. Do you feel it come back to you at all?
No, I pushed into you.
Right, because I pushed back at you. It's not that you pushed into me. It's that I pushed against you.
You
When you-
resisted.
Right. Do it
When you
again.
don't resist.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. Am I fighting or am I converting it? That's why you see it moving. It won't go in a line. Go in a line, then the bigger, stronger guy wins. Now, if you count it, that's a skill. That's not strength.
Oh, yeah. You know what I was gonna do.
You're gonna try to finger lock me.
Yeah.
But I counter lock you back.
You did.
So it's about, that's a skill though. That's not your strength beating me. That would be a skill beating me. Strength doesn't have value unless first you resist him. If you don't resist him, it won't have much value. It has very little value. The only thing a guy has over you then would be the speed and the mass behind it. But if you know how to connect with your structure and integrity, control it, then it doesn't matter. Nobody can overpower you unless first you fight them. When people punch heavy, it's not because they're heavy. It's because they're punching fast. It's like, punch me. Now punch me harder. Now punch me even harder than that. Does the impact feel as hard anymore? Why?
The first one was
No, punch me hard.
harder.
Yeah. Does it feel heavy punch or no?
No.
How about now? Why does that feel harder than the other?
Because you resist.
Because I gave you opposing force.
Mhm.
That's when your power matters. When you want to punch harder, you can't punch harder until you meet a force that's greater. A scale can't measure how much you weigh if it's sitting on top of a pool and you jump on it. Can't measure it because there's no opposing force. You can't put pressure into me unless first I
Resist.
Right. So a guy can only really punch faster, not harder. Harder is how much I resist you. Well, then, so if I resist you, then yes, your power starts to matter.
Yeah.
Throw a hook punch at me and say, I do this. Am I fighting it? Does it feel like you can push that? Yeah. So push that into me. Like, I'm never going to win that because see how light I feel? Am I ever going to overpower that? Do it again. Do I feel lighter? Do I feel I'm the same, but I convert the difference?
You converted.
Did I feel pressure build? Did you feel pressure build on me?
No,
Why?
because you didn't resist.
Right.
You converted.
I
the difference.
assisted. I didn't.
It's all starting to make sense now.
Right.
It took a little while.
It took 8 years.
Not 8. I've been with you 2 years.
Well, it feels like it's 8.
Right. So in the beginning, I was like, what?
He can't do nothing with it.
But it's starting to make sense. Like what I'm able to help somebody, understand.
You're starting to understand the physics and the
Yeah.
mechanics. Yes,
So I'm getting better.
understanding.
Oh,
You get better at understanding.
That psychologically affects me. I'm a therapist. That psychologically, that's like.
You know, I'm a narcissist. I don't care.
And your mom says to you, you're stupid. You're stupid.
Yeah, you know, I'm a narcissist. I don't care.
You're not a narcissist.
So when I punch you, let's say I grip you, let's say, like I said, grapplers will hold you. And if you can learn to this, you can, now this is anti-grappling. If I told you, hold me,
That's how I get, that's how I
no,
get.
hold me, hold me.
Okay. I can't.
Now a grappler has no advantage over taking your hands. A grappler might go like this and might grab your hands and
Right.
have it.
They
And now they shoot in.
Right.
But if you do that, they can't take you
Right.
anymore.
Right.
That's why you learn this stuff.
Okay.
You prevent people from taking control of you through gripping.
Should have asked before. I really never asked, but
There's no.
it's okay for me to teach this.
His energy.
What you're showing me, right?
As what?
It's gonna change.
To my
with every
class.
single grip. He's not gonna
As
do
what?
the same thing over and
What do you mean as
over.
what?
As the NDN system
No.
or as a Hungar system
No,
or?
as a self-defense.
You're starting it.
I don't teach self-defense.
Offense. As an NDM system.
Yes, that's fine.
Under Sifu.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
But you can't teach
I
it
know,
under
that's what-
other systems. Can't teach it through other systems.
No.
They don't work, other systems compared to mine. Oh, we have to bow out, guys. We're past our time.
Thank
Ready?
you, Sifu.
So let's go over here, guys, and let's bow. Ready? Left leg, left hand, right fist, and we bow. Very good.
Thank you, Sifu.
All right, guys, if you have any questions, let us know. We're here to answer your questions the next half hour. So ask away.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome.
God bless.
Thanks, Sam. You're welcome. All right.
Excellent teaching, you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. The system is awesome.
You better
That's a
not
question?
stand Get beat up by Sifu for questions, because I'm gonna do some questions.
Is there any questions?
There's a couple.
No, I didn't see any questions, so.
Can't see any questions there, Sifu. It's not on there. They're on.
Oh, I thought that was YouTube. I didn't know. Oh, are you staying or you leaving? All right, Sam, you staying? Chris, you're not staying? No, I'm kidding. Oh, okay. You parked out in the street?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew there'd be a lot of cars in here.
Oh, okay.
Sifu,
Yeah.
is Silim Tao. He said, I use this principle when doing the Tansao among other ideas. In Silim Tao, I use this principle when doing the Tansao.
Is this related to?
Is this related to Tansao in Silim Tao, what you were working on? Whatever you were working on, I was on.
Well, let's just say this. It's about the energy more than it is about the Pak Sao, Wu Sao, Tan Sao. It doesn't matter because really the change of energy in your hands, whether you do it like this, like this, like this, the wrist is still the same. It's really how you control the wrist. So Pak Sao, Tan Sao, Bill Sao. It's basically the same. It's just the articulation of the wrist is what makes it different. So what do you call Tan Sao, Fu Sao? It's all relatively the same. The structure of the arm is the same. The only change is the control of the wrist. So it's really about learning how to control the wrist. So yes, you can use a Tan Sao, I can use a Wu Sao, and I use a Bill Sao, I can use a Pak Sao. It just depends on how I want to turn my energy. So if Sam's going to be like this, and he's punching me, I could go like this and use a Pak Sao. Structure the same. Punch me. I use a Tan Sao. Punch me. I can do a Tarn Sao. It's how I turn my wrist, but make sure the rule of wrist turning is always turn to the point. So he's punching me. I could turn a Tan Sao, so I can make it like that and go into his face. Punch me. I can do a Wu Sao, make it go to his face. I can do a Bill Sao and make it go to his face. I can do a Pak Sao and make it go to his face. As long as you turn to the point of contact, that's what matters. I don't care. It's like pick two numbers equal 10. Give me two numbers equal 10.
8 and 2.
Why not 9 and 1?
That works.
Doesn't matter, right?
Right.
As long as it equals 10, it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter if you intercept with a Pak, a Wu, or Tan. What matters is that you turn to the point of contact. Let's just say that in that equation, turning to the point of contact equals 10. As long as you turn to the point of contact, it doesn't matter what you pick. Pak Sao is like an 8 and 2. A Tan Sao is a 9 and 1. A Wu Sao is a 5 and 5. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you turn to the point of contact. So it's irrelevant.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Could the wrist turn either way into it? Like,
Yeah.
that way or this way could
Yeah.
turn into it?
As long as you turn to the point of
So
contact.
this could turn or
So if I'm like this, and let's use this hand so they can see it
Okay.
better. So if I do this, would that work?
you pull it away.
I turned away from you.
Yeah.
So I go this way, I go this way, I go this way,
Okay.
I go this way. As long as I turn, but if I do this, would that
Okay.
work?
Yeah, no.
If I do like that, would that
Okay.
work? If I do this way, would that work?
No.
I have to do, look, I can do a bong sao,
Right.
I'm turning into you, right?
Right.
See? I can do a bill sao, I turn into you.
And you can
I
turn
do a
this way.
tan sao.
I gotcha.
If I do a tan sao like this, would that work?
No,
No, because it's not turning into
I
you.
gotcha.
So it doesn't matter. The
Okay.
principle is you have to turn to point of contact
Okay.
while keeping the base and the drive.
Yeah.
Those two have to exist. Without that, the wrist can't work. Hope that answers your question.
Any questions?
Hot dog set.
Glasses. So let me use John or Chris.
Is Wing Chun movements or Tai Chi, what is the best way to start training, Wing Chun or Tai Chi?
Depends on what your goal is. If you want combat,
If you're a beginner.
depends on what you want to train. If you want to train for health and exercise, you're not worried about combat, Tai Chi is the better way. If you want to develop combat power hitting, Wing Chun's the faster way to do it. Depends on what your goal is. I've had people come in all the time and teach different styles. Like, what style should I take? I always ask them one question. What is your objective in training? So if your objective is trying to feel healthier, trying to be more relaxed, trying to be fluid, then Tai Chi is the better way. If you want to learn how to strike power, self-defense, quote unquote, I'm saying roughly, then Wing Chun's the faster way to do it. Tai Chi can do it, but it's a longer term investment.
Gregory asked, how difficult is it to relearn Chi Sao using NDM?
It's about learning to your wrist. So I don't know where your training is. So if you can develop wrist control fast and well, and you have a good structure, then you can do it well. If you're using short and heavy and you're used to doing that, you have to overcome having to be forceful, and you have to learn to be fluid, natural, gentle. So if we're like this and we're going like this, and you're a guy who goes like this and you're pushing, then it's going to be harder for you because you're used to pushing and chasing. I've trained a lot of Wing Chun guys from different schools, and they're always heavy-handed, and every time they're heavy, I just turn them because again, they're a bull. I'm a matador. Every time they add force, I'm just steering. I won't stop it because I can't. They're too strong. Why bother? Why waste my time? I can just steer them off. So if he's coming at me like this, I'm not going to try and hold him. If he's adding force, I just use its energy against him. I will just turn his energy off. I won't try to fight it. So it's about learning your wrist. This is the main thing that NDN teaches more than any other system. We develop wrist control. Your wrist controls energy, okay? And I use this fact, like, look, keep your arm very strong if you can. Keep it. I can't beat him if he has very powerful arms, right? But if I can control his wrist, see his arm go away? Doesn't matter how strong he is. I can do this, like, let me have your hands. So watch. I want you to push forward. No, push forward. Push forward. If I can control the wrist, I can take away the arm strength. So, and our wrist is steering, like in physics. Look at the snake. It's powerful body, but how does it steer energy? Through the wrist. If I do this, can you resist me? Just resist, two arms to resist me. Yeah, so if I go like this, it becomes difficult. Watch this. If I just do this and I drive it to my wrist, fight me if you can, okay? See, I can turn them easy. But if I try to turn them through my arm, thinking I'm turning my wrist, it's wrong. Now, I've seen schools teach wrist control, but it's wrong because they use the wrist like a tail of a snake, not the head of the snake. So they do wrist like this. That's not forward energy, that's backwards energy. Wrist should be leading. It shouldn't be following the arms. It should be leading. So I tell my students all the time, wrist is always the last, and it's always the first. It's always the last to get the energy, but it's always the first to control the energy. It's actually the only thing that controls the energy. But the wrist is always the last to get the energy, it has to go through the arm first, but it's always the first to steer, and it's only to steer. So that's how your energy works. It has to come through your wrist. This is wrist control, okay? Like punch me. This is not wrist. That's my arm. So punch you slower. Does that look like I was leading, or it looks like it was following? Do it again. Here's a lead. No, just punch me. Yeah, that's a lead. Punch me. So that's why I can turn them. But if you do it like this, where it's always going to choke you. If you ever feel pressure going to your arms, it's because you're collapsing your structure and you're not turning from the wrist. You're using a push or pull motion to create the pressure or control. You have to use your wrist to turn energy. You can't use your arms to do it. You can use your arms to muscle someone. You can only use your wrist to control someone.
But it's not impossible for him to learn, right?
No, it's not impossible. It's just you have to retrain your brain because you're not defending, you have to learn to attack. And then you have to retrain the body. The good thing is you're not getting rid of what you learn, you have to add on top of what you learn. So it's like Chum Kill and Bill G. Chum Kill teaches you bridging. Bill G is the advanced version of what Chum Kill is. And let's just say you're developing Chum Kill or Stone Tao. You never learned Chum Kill and Bill G. You just learned Stone Tao. We have to add that and teach you how to develop that. So wrist is easier than arms for sure. But we have to develop the wrist control. So you have to work on developing wrist, not your arms to control energy. You use your arms to create structure, power, intent, but you can't use it to control energy. So arms don't control energy, it creates energy. Wrists don't create energy, it controls energy. That's how it works. That's your yin and yang. That's the balance between the two. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys having any questions. And we love having you here. We love doing this. I love teaching. I've been called to teach. I was going to go to Drexel to become an engineer, but God called me to be a Kung Fu teacher. I've always had a love for it. So I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys love it. Oh, I passed. I passed Drexel right out. We'll be doing this next week. Hopefully you guys will come. If any questions, again, ask and we'll be here. Oh, yeah. For those who are watching, we'll be having a webinar tomorrow at 7 p.m. And it's on the YouTube, like where you're seeing it. And hopefully you guys will be here. We'll answer any questions for an hour for you guys. All right. Chris, I didn't get to use you because there's only 2 questions.